Aliens, UFOs, and UAPs. What if the skies above our most advanced warships were hiding secrets even the military couldn't explain? Imagine multiple naval destroyers off the coast of California, detecting unidentified objects moving with impossible speed and precision, hovering silently over the water, and performing maneuvers beyond any known drone or aircraft. Could these be experimental technology, foreign surveillance, or evidence of something far stranger? Tonight, we dive into the mysterious Kidd and San Clemente Island encounters of 2019, where trained personnel witnessed aerial phenomena that challenge everything we thought we knew about the skies. Gimbal/UFO footage 2015, spinning objects in the sky. In January 2015, a routine training exercise off the U.S. East Coast became the stage for one of the most discussed modern UAP cases. Navy pilots flying FA-18F Super Hornets from the Theodore Roosevelt recorded a series of infrared videos showing unknown objects moving in ways that defied conventional aviation explanations. These clips, later known as Gimbal and Go Fast, show distinct aerial objects performing maneuvers pilots had never seen before. The gimbal video, named for the camera platform used to film it, depicts an object that appears to glide through the sky and suddenly rotate in mid-flight. What makes this sighting particularly intriguing is that pilots can be heard on the recording expressing astonishment, indicating that the object's behavior was unlike any known aircraft. Analysts have noted that the object seems to lack visible wings or propulsion, and yet maintains a steady flight path, even rotating against prevailing winds. In April 2020, the U.S. Department of Defense officially released this and two other naval UAP videos, Flyer 1, Go Fast, and Gimbal, confirming their authenticity and stating that the objects remain unidentified aerial phenomena rather than known aircraft or sensors artifacts. Scientists and military analysts have proposed various explanations, from sensor anomalies to classified military technology, but the behavior seen in the footage, including abrupt changes in direction and motion patterns inconsistent with known aeronautics, continues to fuel debate and curiosity. Kidd UFO events 2019. Drones or something else? While the gimbal encounter captured international attention following its official release, July 2019 brought another series of unexplained aerial phenomena involving modern U.S. Navy vessels off the coast of Southern California, near San Clemente Island. This episode, recorded in multiple ship logs and naval reports, centered on unidentified aerial objects observed around several destroyers during nighttime training operations. The sightings quickly raised questions about the nature of these objects and the capabilities of whoever or whatever was controlling them. At approximately 10 p.m. on July 14, 2019, the Kidd reported seeing two unmanned aerial vehicles hovering near the ship. The objects displayed no visible means of propulsion or operator and moved with precision that appeared beyond typical consumer drones. Within 10 minutes, other nearby vessels, including the Rafael Peralta and John Finn, logged similar sightings describing small airborne objects maneuvering in unexpected ways, hovering over helicopter landing pads, or moving in formation alongside the ships. These objects mirrored the speed and bearing of the naval vessels themselves, behavior highly unusual for ordinary UAVs and suggesting capabilities not seen in standard commercial drones. Over the next 2 nights, sightings continued. On some occasions, 8 or more objects were observed at once. According to ship logs, crew members deployed their Snoopy teams, specialized groups trained to document anomalous aerial events, and captured footage showing the objects performing maneuvers inconsistent with conventional flight patterns. The craft remained airborne for durations far exceeding the operational limits of standard UAVs, further intensifying speculation about their origin and nature. The Navy's official communications largely suggested these could be unauthorized drones or advanced foreign hardware, but no operators or controlling entities were ever identified. The repeated nature of the sightings across multiple vessels, combined with the persistence of the objects deep into the night, indicated that these were not isolated incidents. They represented a coordinated series of encounters with unknown craft that defied conventional explanations and challenged the Navy's understanding of aerial threats in controlled maritime environments. The implications of these sightings are significant. They demonstrate that trained personnel aboard sophisticated warships observed aerial objects with capabilities that appeared beyond commercially available technology, raising questions about possible adversarial drones, experimental military hardware, or phenomena still unexplained by current science. Unlike many civilian UFO sightings, these encounters were documented with radar confirmation, deck logs, visual observation, and video evidence, giving them credibility within official channels. Whether the objects were advanced unmanned drones, clandestine foreign technology, or something far more enigmatic, the US-KID and accompanying vessels encountered phenomena that remain unresolved. The Navy's attention to these events through meticulous documentation, internal investigation, and eventual disclosure underscores the ongoing need to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena seriously. These 2019 encounters reinforce the reality that even in the modern era, with sophisticated sensors and highly trained observers, the skies above military operations can still hold mysteries that defy easy explanation. Levelland UFO Case, 1957. Lights and dead engines in Texas. Rewind to the early morning hours of November 2nd, 3rd, 1957, in the quiet farming town of Levelland, Texas. What began as a normal night for the rural community quickly escalated into a series of strange and alarming events that would leave residents and investigators mystified. Between evening and early morning, the local police station received at least 15 separate reports of unusual lights and unidentified objects hovering near the highway. The reports described phenomena ranging from glowing balls of light to rocket-shaped craft, and several involved vehicles mysteriously losing power in their presence. One of the earliest accounts came from Pedro Saucedo and Joe Salaz, two farm workers driving along the highway. They reported seeing a bright blue flash near the road, which caused their truck's engine to suddenly fail. As they looked on, a luminous rocket-shaped object appeared and hovered before rising slowly into the sky. According to the men, once the object departed, the engine of their truck restarted without issue, as if the vehicle had been temporarily disabled by the mysterious light. This account would set the stage for a wave of additional reports that night. Soon, other motorists experienced similar phenomena. Several described egg-shaped objects blocking the roadway, making it impossible to proceed until the lights moved or vanished. In many cases, car headlights dimmed or failed entirely when near the objects, and engines cut out without apparent cause. These events were not limited to casual observers. Even local law enforcement officers witnessed bright, hovering red lights in the sky. One officer reported seeing a glowing object stationary near the highway, which slowly moved away without any identifiable source or sound. The sheer number of independent witnesses, including trained observers like police officers, made Levelland one of the most remarkable mass sighting events of the era. The U.S. Air Force's Project Blue Book, tasked with investigating UFO sightings, examined the Levelland cases shortly afterward. Their official report attributed the incidents to a combination of electrical storm activity and atmospheric phenomena such as St. Elmo's fire or ball lightning. These natural occurrences are known to create luminous displays and, in some instances, electrical interference that could affect vehicle engines. While this explanation addressed some elements of the sightings, it failed to account for the full consistency and variety of reports that came from multiple observers across several hours. For the people of Levelland, the events of November 1957 were far more than a simple weather anomaly. Witnesses described direct interference with vehicles, close encounters with hovering objects, and lights that behaved with apparent intelligence. The case remains a classic example of a mass UFO sighting in which multiple individuals, independent of each other, reported similar anomalies within a short period. Today, the Levelland UFO case continues to be referenced in discussions of unexplained aerial phenomena, particularly as an example of a sighting that combined both visual and mechanical effects. Whether interpreted as natural phenomena, experimental aircraft, or truly unknown objects, the events that unfolded that night illustrate the enduring mystery and fascination of unexplained lights in the sky and the impact such encounters can have on entire communities. Exeter Incident, 1965. Police and civilians witnessed the unknown. One of the most compelling and widely scrutinized UFO sightings of the 1960s took place in the quiet town of Exeter, New Hampshire, on the night of September 3rd, 1965. In the weeks leading up to this particular event, local residents had reported observing unusual lights streaking across the night sky. While these prior sightings were intriguing, the events of September 3 would bring the phenomenon into sharp focus and leave a lasting mark on the history of UFO encounters in the United States. That evening, 18-year-old Norman Muscarello was hitchhiking home along a rural road outside Exeter when he noticed 5 bright red lights hovering near the trees bordering the field. The lights were unlike anything he had seen before, stationary at first, then moving in a slow, deliberate manner. As Muscarello approached closer, the glow intensified, illuminating not just the surrounding field but also a nearby farmhouse in a vivid, almost sinister red hue. Struck by the unusual behavior of the lights, he realized quickly that they were not coming from any vehicle, nor did they resemble ordinary aircraft. Moments later, the object itself became visible, a large, silent craft with a dark silhouette, pulsating red lights, and a swaying motion that gave the impression of deliberate, intelligent movement. Alarmed and unsure of what he was witnessing, Muscarello ran for help, prompting Exeter police officers Eugene Bertrand and David Hunt to investigate the scene. Upon arrival, the officers observed the craft hovering approximately 100 feet away, maintaining a stable altitude. Bertrand described the lights as flashing rhythmically, almost as if communicating, while also noting that animals in the area were agitated, barking or fleeing from the field, a detail suggesting that the object exerted a tangible influence on its environment. The officers watched in astonishment as the craft, seemingly aware of their presence, eventually rose silently into the night sky, disappearing over the treetops without any sound, smoke, or turbulence. Each of the 3 witnesses filed independent reports detailing their experiences, lending credibility to the case. The involvement of law enforcement officers, trained observers accustomed to assessing unusual situations, added significant weight to their accounts. Their professional credibility meant that their statements were taken seriously by both local authorities and later UFO researchers investigating the event. Trans-in-Provence Case 1981. Landed UFO and physical evidence. In the quiet village of Trans-in-Provence in southeastern France, an event occurred on January 8, 1981. That would become one of the most thoroughly investigated UFO landings in modern history. That afternoon, farmer Renato Nicolai was tending his fields when he heard an unusual, high-pitched whistling sound. Turning toward the source, he witnessed a disc-shaped metallic object descending and briefly touching down on a raised terrace near his property. The craft, which Nicolai estimated to be roughly 2.5 meters in diameter, appeared silent and without any visible means of propulsion. After only a few moments on the ground, the object rose smoothly and vanished from sight. What immediately set this case apart from the many other UFO sightings of the era was the rapid response of local authorities. The gendarmes, French police officers, were quickly notified, and they contacted GAPON, Groupe des Nomnes Aerospatiaux Non Identifiés, the UFO research division of France's National Space Agency, CNES. This ensured that the site was examined systematically, with both the credibility and scientific rigor that few other sightings had received. Investigators arrived promptly to collect soil and vegetation samples, take photographs, and record detailed measurements of the landing area. Their findings were striking. The ground bore distinct circular impressions, indicative of significant mechanical pressure. Soil analysis revealed evidence of heating, while plants in the immediate vicinity exhibited reduced chlorophyll levels compared to surrounding vegetation, suggesting an environmental anomaly. Laboratory tests confirmed that some sections of soil had been heated to temperatures estimated between 300 C and 600 C, a phenomenon not easily explained by conventional means. Additional chemical and physical anomalies were recorded, further distinguishing this site from typical agricultural or natural disturbances. The thoroughness of Japan's investigation, including multi-lab verification and biochemical testing, made the Transin Province case exceptionally credible. If you want to uncover more mysteries from the skies and explore the truth behind UFOs and UAPs, hit subscribe and join our journey into the unknown.